Caitlin Clark is rewriting the narrative of basketball. Her jaw-dropping performances and fearless style have captured the attention of fans, analysts, and even NBA legends who rarely comment on the WNBA. Never before has a player sparked such a mix of admiration and debate among the biggest names in the game. From her record-breaking stats to her revolutionary impact on the court, Caitlin is inspiring a new era in women's basketball, but her rise hasn't been without resistance. Critics have doubted her, others have tried to bring her down, but two of the greatest basketball legends, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, have now weighed in. What they had to say about Caitlin Clark is nothing short of game-changing. After all the buzz surrounding Caitlin Clark, Michael Jordan has stepped in to share his thoughts, and his perspective changes everything. The WNBA owes Caitlin a great deal for what she's done for the game, MJ said. Jordan didn't stop there. He called for a complete overhaul in officiating, emphasizing the refs have been blatantly unfair to Caitlin, and it's time the league steps up and makes it right. His words resonate powerfully. The WNBA must not only acknowledge Caitlin's impact, but also ensure she receives the respect she deserves, both from her peers and from the officials on the court. It's not every day that the greatest of all time steps in to defend a player, and Jordan's comments make it clear that Caitlin is a game changer, one whose contributions cannot be ignored any longer. Allen Iverson, one of the most electrifying stars of his era, redefined the NBA, much like Caitlin Clark is transforming the WNBA today. Both players became household names during their college careers and entered the professional leagues under immense pressure and sky-high expectations. Despite not being the most physically dominant athletes, they commanded respect through sheer skill and determination. Iverson mesmerized fans with his iconic killer crossover, leaving defenders stunned and reshaping the way the NBA approached face-up ball handling, a style deeply rooted in street basketball. Similarly, Caitlin Clark has become a role model for countless young girls who strive to emulate her fearless play style and sharp basketball IQ. Iverson himself recognizes Clark's immense talent. In a recent interview, he shared his thoughts on what sets her apart and why she's a true game changer for the sport, highlighting her unique skills and unshakable mindset. Man, shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then, just how aggressive she is, and not just scoring in basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game, you know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's gonna only get better. Allen Iverson knows what it takes to be a team's offensive engine, and he sees those same qualities in Caitlin Clark. During his peak years, Iverson carried the scoring load for his team, much like Clark is doing now. He praised her relentless aggression on the court, a trait that's essential for players tasked with being their team's go-to scorer. But Iverson also highlighted what sets the all-time greats apart, elite playmaking. Even as the youngest player on her team, Clark has an innate ability to elevate those around her with her vision and unselfishness. Players like Clark and Iverson are known as floor raisers. They make everyone around them better through their skill and basketball IQ. Iverson himself famously led a less-than-stellar supporting cast to the NBA Finals, relying on his ability to score at will. With time and growth, Iverson believes Caitlin Clark will continue to elevate her game and her team. He's confident her best days are ahead, and it's only a matter of time before she learns how to take her squad to even greater heights. Now, the challenge lies with the Indiana Fever. Can they surround their young superstar with the right pieces to help her achieve the kind of success Iverson once did? Charles Barkley, an NBA legend and one of the most recognizable voices in sports media, has taken notice of Caitlin Clark's rise. With over 2 decades of experience as an analyst and a celebrated career as an NBA All-Star, Barkley brings a unique perspective to his observations. He's no stranger to the spotlight, having navigated his own controversies during his playing days, but his time in media has helped him refine his approach and connect with fans in a new way. Barkley has expressed admiration for how Caitlin Clark handles herself both on and off the court. It's not just about being great on the court. Clark manages the media, the fans, and the expectations like a seasoned pro. That's a rare quality, especially for someone so young. It's a balancing act that Barkley knows well, and seeing Clark excel at such a young age clearly leaves an impression on the Hall of Famer. Clark succeeds in every aspect of the game, both inside and out, due to her exceptional attitude towards her work. She faced immense pressure from fans and franchises and exceeded all expectations. She took the hits from her competitors and proved herself tougher than them. Most impressively, she has continued to improve throughout the season. She has quickly learned to outplay her peers in the WNBA, which is no easy task given the significant differences between college basketball and the professional WNBA system. The physical demands of the WNBA take a toll on a player's body in ways that fans often can't see or even imagine. This is especially true for Caitlin Clark, given the added physicality that opposing teams directed her. The only way to withstand this is through diligent physical preparation, allowing her to absorb the hits throughout the long WNBA season. And if you got real information in the video, then please subscribe to the channel. This aspect of her game has been a pleasant surprise for fans, as she was initially seen as a supreme talent without extraordinary physical traits. Dominance in sports can take many forms. Shaquille O'Neal, often regarded as the most dominant basketball player of all time, has made it clear there's no argument needed on his legacy. Interestingly, Shaq has also expressed admiration for Steph Curry, calling him his favorite player in today's NBA. Despite their stark differences in physicality and playing style, the two share a mutual respect for each other's greatness. Shaq extends that same admiration to Caitlin Clark. Speaking on Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel, Shaq openly praised Caitlin's remarkable talent, even though she is Angel's fiercest competitor. He highlighted Caitlin's dominance on the court, despite her smaller frame, drawing parallels to Steph Curry's unique impact. According to Shaq, both Caitlin and Steph have revolutionized their respective leagues, bringing a fresh and unparalleled excitement to the game. This, he believes, is the key to driving a league's success. Shaq's discussion revealed several compelling insights. Foremost among them was his recognition of Caitlin Clark's ability to achieve feats no other WNBA player has accomplished. Even Angel Reese, Caitlin's fierce competitor, has conceded this point. However, Angel's remarks seem to minimize Caitlin's talents, dismissing her abilities with, "She can shoot threes" from the logo. Yet this is no small feat. It's a remarkable skill that electrifies fans and showcases an immense amount of dedication and practice. Mastering such a shot takes incredible precision and effort, and it deserves to be celebrated as a legitimate talent. Shaq clearly understands that Caitlin's extraordinary shooting ability is a major factor in attracting new fans to the WNBA. His comments could also be interpreted as a subtle challenge to Angel Reese, who has publicly insisted that Caitlin isn't the sole driver of the league's growing popularity. However, Angel's inability to match Caitlin's long-range shooting prowess might have fueled some underlying envy. Shaq's admiration underscores his belief that Caitlin Clark is a pivotal figure in elevating the WNBA's prominence and appeal. The rivalry between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark has become a cornerstone of the WNBA's burgeoning popularity. This dynamic evokes the early years of the NBA. Back in the 1970s, the NBA struggled to attract enough viewers to justify live televised games, a stark contrast to its current status as a media giant. What changed? The arrival of two generational talents, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Their legendary showdown in the NCAA tournament finals shattered viewership records and reignited national interest in basketball. Similarly, the women's NCAA tournament recently broke viewership records, sparking a media frenzy around women's basketball. Thanks for watching and subscribe my channel.